Drum.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. We're out here at Douglas Lake, graphing around a little bit. It is nearly the end of May, and fished out here just the other day. Abby and I did and caught some cranking and stuff. So we're gonna try to make a good video of showing just the different stuff I do with my side imaging, how I've got my settings tuned up on these Helix 12s, and really just break down, you know, early summer offshore kind of fishing technique a little bit, but especially what to do with your graphs. So that's what this is going to be about today. What you look for, and you know, what you want to be finding to find a big school of them. Right there, they are big. Okay, so all that mess right there, that is all fish. I'm not gonna say I know they're bass, but I guarantee I'm about to catch some whites. But that is all fish, right on the end of that little bar. Clean bottom and a bunch of fish.
Funny how, like with lures and stuff, like, you know, all these manufacturers make everything, but so many of them you have to, like, you still want to tweak it. Just, it's like, well, it'd be good if this had a light wire hook, it'd be better.
This school of fish is all the way over here now.
Moved.
You can see on those fish there, you see how they're over top of each other a lot? And right here's a whole bunch of them scattered out through there on side imaging. When you see that, that tells you more times than not that there can't be bass in there, but when they're stacked on top of each other, that's almost always at least some white bass. It's a good way to tell a difference in those. When they're just layered out across the bottom, not up over each other a whole lot, that's what you're looking for with bass. So came up here to Douglas today with the intention of making a video using my electronics and catching fish offshore. The only thing we ever caught offshore though were white bass. I mean, they show up a lot like bass, and showed a little bit there how they'll actually stack up on top of each other, where bass typically layer out. But offshore bite just wasn't happening. Ended up, you know, spent probably an hour and a half, 2 hours graphing and fishing a few places where we did mark fish, but all we caught were whites. So at that point I was like, I'm here, want to catch some fish, and we're not going to do it deep. So we scrapped that, went shallow, started flipping, and my buddy Biggs put the first few in the boat. Got ahead of me there a little bit, but that's a good one. I just don't want a frog. That's a 3 pounder or better, ain't it? Yeah. Nothing wrong with him. And he was in no water, wasn't he? Did he? Good grief. Them fish is still spawning in here.
Yeah. We need to make another pass out through there.
You know why I say that too? Because they're on this clean stuff.
Yeah.
They ain't in them thick stuff. They are for. I'd feel 100% confident saying them fish are still spawning. Yeah. Yes, I am. That's enough of that. Mm-hmm. Or paint spinner bait. Drum. If that's the case. Bite. Yeah. As long as you'll point them out to me, I might catch them. Yeah. Point them out to me. I'll try to snare them. So that's a good guide right there. Catchy fish for you. It's probably actually not what a guide's supposed to do, is it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a good one. I was gonna say when it hit the water, I don't know if I spooked a carp or if I made a bass move, but there was some wake action right in there. Apparently it was a bass fish. Skeeter. Yeah, it's a definite post spawner. Long time ago, ain't it? Healed up and everything. Still living up around the bank. Turn this thermocell on. Yeah. And I'm gonna put these deep holes up, get them out of the way. Go get me a swim jig. Get him. He ain't stopped splashing yet, has he? That's a chunk. That's a 3-pounder. Wouldn't he?
Yes.
For sure. Sometimes that's what they like, them little patches where it's a little bit cleaner. About dang time. He waked up on it. Good grief. About beginning to wonder if there's even a bass in this county. We'll slide us through here. That'd kind of be my thought too, that they hadn't. Maybe for good reason. Oh, that looks so good. Sit there and pick it apart, take you 15 minutes.
Water's still coming through here.
Mm-hmm. Now, he was about where you should have been. Mm-hmm. And look how fat that is.
Yeah.
That's a little female that ain't even spawned yet. Would be my guess. That's about what I think should be. She's pretty with them tattoos on her. We ended up catching a decent number of fish off shallow. Caught them flipping, caught them on a swim jig, caught them on a frog. These fish, everything just still seems to be behind a little bit. I think the fish have kind of went in and out a couple times. There's still some fish spawning, still fish guard and fry. A few different things going on, but they're just not set up offshore yet. They're just not out there. We get some warm weather, the lake falls back down a foot or two, it'll really start happening then. But we had a good day fishing just up here, having a good time. Upper end of Douglas, one of my favorite places to fish on the whole planet. So as long as you come up here, have a good time. We probably had, I don't know, 13, 14 pounds in our best 5. No real big ones, but a lot of fun up in that shallow junk fishing around.